a goal from last week and talk a bit about how we might be able to take this one off the board by providing some better support on the breakout here. This is the goal that we gave up at the end of the power play, and I think some relevant lessons to learn here from this one because it looks like it's going to be a decently easy breakout. There's no icing here because they're still on the power play, and you can see their player is coming in off of the power play here, so he's going to get into the action fairly well straight away. I actually am glad I'm off screen because I whiff at the puck a couple of times trying to get a pass here to David. Still working on my puck handling a little bit, but that's fine. David picks up the puck here, and it actually looks like we may be getting into position to be in the right place for a good breakout because we have somebody here on the sideboards starting to become an option. We continue down the sideboards here. We're going to be a good passing option for David if he needs it on the breakout. We've got somebody over here who can, if nothing else, cover this guy or maybe hang out front of the net, be our back defense. And we have somebody over here who could be swinging around to stay low with David and then provide support up the center of the ice and passing option as we're breaking out of the zone. Unfortunately, none of that happens. We got like halfway there, and then we didn't do any of it. We left David hung out to dry here, and it ended up costing us. So he's gonna come up here, right? And we're still kind of okay, getting into things. This guy's coming down, right? This guy's hanging out at the blue line, trying to cover our guy here. Um, we're not in a position here to receive a pass, and we're not really in a position here to receive a pass either. Our sticks aren't on the ice. We're not facing the player. We're starting to turn back up the ice rather than being in a good spot to try and provide any form of support here or coverage, right? So as David picks that up, once again, we got somebody going up the ice maybe too early, somebody standing here at the point. It's a dangerous passing option, trying to go right through that house, but we're there. We continue to drift back. I'm not really sure what we're doing with that, but as David comes up, now look what happens here because we didn't stay at the point here. This guy can come down and attack the puck. This guy's already committed to attacking the puck here, and David ends up 2-on-1 with zero passing options at this point. There's not anybody he could realistically effectively get the puck to unless he makes a really excellent saucer pass here, which he's not in a great position to do. And I can't blame him. This is not David. He's coming to break out of the zone here. Maybe the best thing he could do here is maybe push it back behind the net, try and bank it back behind that way, try and get it around. But even so, trying to continue up the boards with no support, he does a pretty good job trying to get out of the zone. Actually, banks off the wall there, but banks it a little bit too hard. And now look what's happened. They've got three guys in the zone. We've got one and a half. David, his momentum's going to carry him out of the zone. Nobody between this guy and the net. We've got somebody over here that might be able to make a play, and we're going to try and make a play, get a stop here. Um, but if he even takes this, down, he could attack the net very easily. Instead, he's going to opt to go around to the side. Did a good job funneling that traffic out. But now, look, we've overplayed our hand, and there is nobody between this guy and me. He's able to walk it in up close, and there's not a whole lot that I can do about it. I didn't get anything on it. Now, credit to him for putting a good shot. I'm about as well positioned as I can, and I react about as well as I can to this. But he's only, 10 feet away from me when he takes this shot. So there's realistically, apart from positioning, not a whole lot I can do. But he hits the bar, goes bar down. I actually think it didn't go in because I heard it hit the bar. I didn't, hear it or feel it hit the net. So I'm saying, no goal, no goal. But this all starts because we didn't get good positioning on the breakout, right? Because we started to get into the position that we needed to, but we were too focused on getting good offensive play up the ice and making a play to score rather than providing support on the breakout here. Continuing down that wall, continuing down here to stay low is an option for Dave. Coming back to guard the front of the net as we're breaking out of the zone. We can change those things, and we can probably take this one off the board next time we're in a similar position.